At 5 a.m., the world was still asleep, wrapped in darkness and silence. A single light turned on inside a tiny, old apartment at the corner of the street. Inside, a tired young man slowly opened his eyes to the sound of his cheap alarm clock. He wanted to sleep more, but something inside whispered that this hour could change his life. While others dreamed, he quietly stood up and washed his face with cold water. That morning silence felt like a secret gift the world gave only to the brave. He sat at a small wooden desk that was scratched and old but still strong. A notebook lay open, filled with dreams he had never told anyone about. He began reading and learning while the city outside remained quiet and empty. Every page felt heavy at first, because his mind was still sleepy and slow. But minute by minute, his focus grew sharper like a blade being polished. For the first time in years, he felt in control of his own future. The days were not easy, and his body often begged him to stay in bed. Cold mornings made the floor feel like ice under his bare feet. Sometimes he questioned whether waking early really mattered at all. Yet he remembered the life he wanted to escape from. So he stood up again, even when no one was watching or cheering. Discipline slowly became stronger than motivation. Weeks passed, and the early morning started to feel natural instead of painful. He used the extra hours to learn new skills and improve himself. Small improvements stacked up like bricks building a strong wall. His confidence grew quietly, like the sun rising every morning without noise. People around him began noticing the change in his eyes and posture. The poor man no longer looked lost, he looked ready. Months later, opportunities started appearing where there had been none before. His knowledge helped him find better work and smarter choices. Money slowly replaced worry, and hope replaced fear. But he never forgot those quiet 5 a.m. mornings that built everything. While the world slept, he had built a future brick by brick. And every new sunrise reminded him that destiny begins before everyone else wakes. Some people didn't understand why he woke up so early every day. They said sleep was more important and dreams could wait. They laughed when he refused late nights and parties, choosing silence over noise and discipline over comfort. But he knew something they didn't know. Every extra hour in the morning felt like borrowed time from the future, like a secret advantage given only to those willing to sacrifice. And he chose to invest that time in himself instead of wasting it, sitting alone at his desk while the sky slowly turned gold. Change didn't happen in one day or 1 week. It happened so slowly that no one could see it at first. From the outside, he looked exactly the same, walking the same streets and wearing the same old clothes. But inside, his mind was becoming stronger every morning. His thoughts became clearer, like the sky after the rain. Fear started disappearing, replaced by small daily victories that no one applauded. And those tiny victories quietly stacked on top of each other, building an unshakable confidence that no failure could break. Years later, he would look back at those early mornings with gratitude. Not because they were easy, but because they were necessary. He realized success wasn't luck or magic or some special talent he was born with. It was simply small actions repeated every day when nobody was watching. The 5 a.m. rule didn't just change his schedule or give him extra hours. It changed his mindset, his discipline, and the person he saw in the mirror. In the quiet hours before sunrise, he didn't just build skills or plans. He built himself. And that was the moment he finally understood that destiny is not something you wait for, but something you create, one early morning at a time. Tomorrow morning, the alarm will ring at 5 a.m. The only question is, will you wake up?